Okay, so I first got referred to a therapist at my 6-week postpartum checkup with my midwife. And I walked into that appointment and I couldn't stop crying. Now, in 6 weeks after having my now 3-year-old, that was the first time that I had actually been away from the house. So I had been cooped up inside my tiny apartment for a month and a half with my alcoholic husband. And if you go back and watch the stories, like you would see in, what year was he born? 2018. So like spring 2018, the abuse was really, really bad. So I had been cooped up in this apartment with him for a month and a half. And I left. Now, one, I was super stressed because I had this fear that because I finally left the house and I left with the baby because I took the baby with me to the appointment. I had this fear like he was just going to go and binge drink the entire time I was gone. So now looking back on it, I think me crying constantly, it was partly due to stress because the 6-week appointment was supposed to be where they signed off on me to go back to work. And I was super stressed and freaking out because my husband had just been drinking nonstop the entire time. And I'm looking at our situation at home, trying to figure out how is he supposed to take care of the baby while I go and work 10 hours a day. And so I couldn't stop crying because of that. Like my stress was so high because of that. And then on top of that, there was also this like sense of relief because I wasn't in the house anymore. After sitting there for 6 freaking weeks, I finally was away and it was quiet and I could relax in a sense. And so those tears were more like I had held them back for so long that they just wouldn't stop coming out. And I didn't realize that until I walked in the office and the midwife said, "How are we doing?" And it's like Q Waterworks. And I like that threw me off guard. And then I started crying because I couldn't stop crying. And it freaked her out. And she looked at me and said, I think you might have postpartum depression.